Welcome to Championship Weekend Guests Alliance in 10 questions. We will talk a little bit about the national title game. We will talk about everything else. There's people getting hired left and right and so much more. Jake Riepma, how we doing? Dunkin Dad, how we doing? Welcome back to the program. It's this man's birthday today. Vlad, how we doing? How we guys doing today, guys?
I couldn't be more fired up. I get to spend time with my main man, Vlad, and it's his birthday. How about that? It doesn't get any better.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday, Vlad.
I appreciate
Happy birthday,
that. Thank
Vlad.
you so much, man. Thank you so much to you all. Yeah, man. Nothing better to talk about, the game that we love and, guessing the lines for this week and these 10 pertinent questions going on in the NFL. Can't wait to talk about it, man.
Definitely for sure. I feel like I've been talking to Vlad all week because I had to do his show on Sunday when he was at the South Beach Convention Center for college football. So we get to see a lot of Vlad this week. All right, let's talk with the 10 questions. Number 10, thoughts on the Bills' loss to the Broncos and who should be the next head coach for the Buffalo Bills, by the way. Vlad, this is your division. I'll have you start.
Well, I've been saying for years that they should have let Sean McDermott go. Ever since you met me, I've been saying they should have let Sean McDermott go. Because there's only so many years that, look, take it from a Knicks fan who always when we went against the Bulls, we always lost to Michael Jordan. So after a while, it's like, all right, I know you may be going against the greatest of the greats, but if you're that damn close of winning, you got to pull it out one time, especially if I have home field. I've had home field. I've had every advantages. I've had rules change because of us. All of a sudden now people get each a possession in overtime because, oh, my God, Josh Allen didn't get a chance to have the ball. Well, you know what nobody ever talks about in these losses? The fact that Sean McDermott, who was brought in for his defensive mind, his teams have given up an average of 28 points in each of these playoff losses. So does everybody deserve a blame? Yes. But does he deserve the major part of it? Yes. Because 8 years, you still haven't gotten to the Super Bowl. And in this year, when there is no Patty, there is no Lamar, and there's no Joe Burrow, your man came up short. And finally, did he take accountability for it? He did. But you know what I want to hear more about? I want to hear more Josh Allen criticism because Jalen Hurts, who's a Super Bowl champion and has put up two of the best performances in the Super Bowl over the last 15 years, is criticized more than Josh Allen, and he's a Super Bowl MVP and a Super Bowl champion. Lamar Jackson is a two-time MVP. He doesn't get he gets criticized more than Josh Allen. So therefore, it's on all the Buffalo Bills. It's on Mr. McDermott, on the GM, and it's on Josh Allen. That's what I think. So, yes, McDermott deserves to be fired.
Let me jump in. I agree on every point that you made. So this is not me disagreeing. I'm just adding a little historical perspective, if you will. What were the Buffalo Bills pre-Sean McDermott? I mean, we know Sean McDermott loves his historical references. If you know, you know. But the Buffalo Bills before Sean McDermott were like the nomads, and he's Moses because they were just wandering around in the desert of nothingness forever and ever and ever before Sean McDermott got there. And I think there would be more outcry if he was fired or let's say a different coach was fired with 7 consecutive postseason wins. Did he get to the promised land? No. Does he deserve some blame? Do you have to shake it up to maybe get over the hump? Absolutely. I mean, this is a carbon copy of those Tony Dungy Tampa Bay Buccaneers teams that eventually made the change. Gruden gets them to the promised land. So maybe that'll happen. But at the same time, I think the general manager and ownership deserves some blame. The front office deserves some blame for the lack of weapons provided for the rest of the roster. I mean, that roster construction was a joke the last 2 years. And to your point, I think we're saying the same thing here, where you had an opportunity to capitalize on the AFC being there for the taking, and the roster construction failed as much as Sean McDermott did, and maybe even more so than Sean McDermott did, but he's the scapegoat.
Dunkin Dad, I feel you got hot takes galore right now.
I just want to say to all the Bills Mafia, I'd like to champion again what Vlad said. Listen, see this little thing over my shoulder here? The Eagles right there? That's Jalen Hurts' team. you better put some respect on that guy's name. I mean, I've thrown him underneath the bus a lot, but your savior, Josh Allen, the anointed one, 10 turnovers in his playoff career, 4 of them just in this last game. I mean,
Bad turnovers too.
It's insane. Everybody's saying like, oh, well, come on, listen. If he doesn't have 4 turnovers, that result is a lot different. That result is a lot different. All we've ever been preached from day one is win the turnover battle, win the turnover battle, win the turnover. And look, you're the man, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's your job. We're all about always putting on that Superman cape. Here he comes. Oh, here we go. Listen, reminded me a lot of Brett Favre Hero Ball. You know, like, come on, Josh.
Did Brett ever get any blame?
No. Come on, man. So yeah, long overdue as well. I'm with Vlad about getting rid of McDermott. You know, it's the whole question of like, who do you bring in? Who's better? Blah, 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 blah. I'm sure Harbaugh's rolling over in his decision right now.
Toby, Trevor, what did I say earlier, Trevor? This weekend, I was like, is the ink dry enough on that Giants contract?
Stop spoiling the question. That's
okay, all right. Yeah, but
okay.
I mean, hey, it's something had to be done in Buffalo.
Yes.
Right? I was really super surprised that. I mean, let me.
They should have lost to Jacksonville. They should have lost to Jacksonville anyway.
Yeah, you probably should have lost to Jacksonville.
Right.
And you know, I think probably because of the age of the quarterback only. That's the only reason why Green Bay went ahead and re-upped them with the floor. But that's basically like Buffalo in the NFC right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's ridiculous. It's very much ridiculous. Give me a head coach. Who should be the head coach for the Bills?
Oh my God. Well,
here's the problem with that. That's a tough question.
That's a tough question, man.
That is a tough question because here's the thing. I think Tomlin is taking a year off.
I don't think he's coaching again. I don't think he's coaching again.
That might be it because from what people are saying, I know we all love to speculate, but it seemed like that's the reason. Now it makes sense, the decisions that they made this year. If we were talking about, damn, why they sign all these old guys? Well, this was it. This was their, this was the last dance for Tomlin and a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Does he take a year off? Does he go to TV? I don't know. Harbaugh, I thought the ink, I don't know if the ink was dry enough for him not to consider, hey, maybe I could go to Buffalo and win with Josh.
You want my suggestion?
I don't want to hear Belichick.
No, not Belichick. I'm going to go back to Jake's favorite guy. Every time there's a coaching open, I'm just going to say Pat Narduzzi.
Yeah.
Okay, this might be weird.
I'm going to get a little graphic. Team Narduzzi.
How about
can we make the t-shirts?
Dayball comes
Print
in.
the t-shirts.
What about Dayball?
I want him
No,
as
he might be the Eagles offense coordinator.
You want him as the Eagles OC.
I got a name for you guys. Clint Kubiak.
That's the name. That's the name. That's the name.
We all do know, though, that Josh Allen has to give his blessing on it because they cater to Superman. And I know that's probably not going to be a popular take with this crew based on some of the discourse around Josh Allen. But that franchise worships their Superman, and he's going to have a huge say in their next head coach.
I'm going to say Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady.
Is that enough of a change, though? I feel like the firing of McDermott signals, hey, we need a drastic change and to promote from within.
I just don't know who to call. Like, it's like Belichick, everyone, like Rex Ryan saying it on TV and stuff. It's like, I don't want to see him. Just go to the retirement home anyways. I just want someone cool and different anyways. When you look at the choices, there's not that many good ones. Anyway, Mike McCarthy.
You can't go, but Trevor, you can't go with a new guy because, I mean, as much as I was knocking McDermott, he's established at least. He's going to get you at least no worse than the divisional round. So you can't get a new guy and he can't get you to the divisional round or the championship game. It's got to be someone who's going to get you over the top, like Gruden did for that Tampa Bay team.
Yeah,
years ago.
They need a bona fide number one receiver. Like Josh Allen needs a guy.
Yeah,
like not a Stephon Diggs guy who's like a mercenary. He'll give you 6 to 8 good games out of a year, and then it's a lot of drama. Like he needs a guy, right? It's just like you give him that.
They're not willing to spend money though, guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So maybe what you were talking about McDermott being out, marking a change, like you have to open up the pocketbook. You know what I mean? Like you have to do something.
Yeah, make money, spend money. You know.
Yeah, but who's out there for them to spend the money on? That's it. And I mean, that's a complaint that their general manager's been saying for a long time.
You know who's up next to the same guillotine right here?
Who?
I'm going to say Shanahan in San Francisco. The A's winning. He's going to games. He's got Super Bowl. Like, I don't know, man. Like, there's got to be a point where you go into his office and you're like, come on, man. You got the injury excuse this year. You got the diva wide receiver this year. You had the defense, and you don't have the defense. Salah's gone again. Like, I know nothing better out there, blah, 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 and great system. But, like, at some point, when is he going to deliver?
True.
I'm not going to lie. All right. You're right with Shanahan. But
when's he going to deliver, man?
But he gets past it because he really does. The injuries really do affect him.
I know. Yep,
so, but in a year like
I'm just trying to hate on San Francisco and Buffalo in the same conversation.
All right, listen, I understand. I agree with you. I would join the hate, but sometimes I got to give shit. I'm a Shanny guy. I give Shanny credit because he's really a damn good head coach. Mm-hmm. But you're also right. He's getting to that point where, all right, you've been to 2 Super Bowls already. You've gone to NFC Championships games. You got in division. When are you going to get that win?
Right. He's in the Andy Reid territory when he was in Philadelphia, anyways.
I feel like this parlays right into our next question, Trevor.
What went wrong with the San Francisco 49ers Saturday night versus Seahawks? I enjoyed a great ass kicking. That was beautiful.
That was an ass.
In the radio, let's segue.
That was a thorough ass whipping.
Jake, what were your thoughts on this 49ers butt whooping by the Seahawks?
Yeah, I mean, entertainment value was not great. Nobody was watching by the time halftime rolled around, but you start the game with a kickoff return and just boat raced them. I mean, that was the definition of boat racing a team. And I think the writing was on the wall for San Francisco. I know we've had some popular San Francisco hating going on, which is totally fine. But I mean, this team was stripped down to the skeletons and injuries. I always say injuries aren't an excuse, but you're crazy if you don't think they're a factor. So of course it was a factor. And
they are a factor. I just want to rip the 49er fan. Anyways, take your bang bang Niner gang bullshit. Get out of here. Join us on Cancun.
Man.
Anyways, there's a spot right here. Anyways,
I have a lot of really good friends who are San Francisco 49er fans, alumni. I love you. It's all in good jest, but come on, man. You got BTA by the Seahawks, man.
That's what it is. Number 8. Is this the best? Is this Seahawks the best defense you've seen since when?
Wait, I don't think they're better than the Texans defense.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah. I don't think they're better than the Eagles defense when they're on.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, they're a good defense, but I've seen other defenses play. That Eagles defense when they're on. That's a tough defense to beat, and I think the Texas defense might be the best defense I've seen in like since that Broncos defense that won the title 10 years ago. They hit hard. They cause turn. It's not good when a defense loves having fun playing defense.
Oh, yep.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
Right? Like when a defense loves playing defense, like they want the other team to have the ball so they can just inflict pain. That's not the defense you want to face.
Was that like the Lawrence Taylor drop they always have in NFL films? I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man.
Come on. That Houston defense, Seattle's defense is great, but guess what? I've seen Matthew Stafford and the Rams put 30 points on them many times. Yeah. Like that game that they won was really a lucky win on that Thursday night. Yeah. A damn freaking 2-point conversion reverse that nobody realized and then somebody just picks up. Come on, what are we talking about here? So
that's such a great Thursday.
I got to see what they do against this Rams offense because I think McVay's going to have something planned for them.
For sure. Jake, Texans, would you say?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm biased because I'm doing Texans reports every single morning, but you look at the numbers and they're very close. They're all right. 10th of a points difference as far as points per game allowed and that sort of thing. And just the way they're built with the edge pressure that they can provide and the pressure they can put on you up front and allowing those guys in the back 7 in the secondary to just play with a reckless abandon, like it's dangerous. And I know when CJ Stroud sets an NFL record for throwing 5 picks and 5 fumbles, there's not really you could have the Bears, the 85 Bears defense out there. It wouldn't matter.
All true, anyways. Number 7, who should the Broncos call to be their starting quarterback? This could be anybody. Jarrett Stidham's the starter since Bo Nix broke his ankle, and he is having surgery as we are talking right now, probably.
I was listening to a couple of different people make the case for Jarrett Stidham, and apparently coaches throughout his long, illustrious career have pounded the table for Jarrett Stidham to be their backup. And I mean, the Raiders made a trade for him to back up Derek Carr. So as far as backup quarterbacks go, and all of our listeners are going to be like, get Riepma off the screen right now. He's lost it. And I probably have lost it. But if you're to present a situation where, hey, your quarterback just, broke his ankle on the last play of the game and you need your backup quarterback to go start the game, I think Jarrett Stidham's among ones that I would choose on a short list.
Vlad.
I mean, it's better than the
It's better than Ryan Lindley.
You know what?
Or Drew Stanton.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Tanner McKee.
No, you know what? No, Sean needs a guy that knows his system.
There you go. Yep.
If Teddy Bridgewater was available, I would have told him to call Teddy Bridgewater.
That's a good one.
How about listen?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Favorite guy, Gadget Boy. What's Gadget Boy's name?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom. He can come on. I would take Taysom Hill over Jarrett Stidham just for one game, just for the fact I know he could get out of the pocket and run and get me some yards.
Yep.
He's got to get somebody that knows his offense very well. Hell, what's Chase Daniel doing?
Breaking down film.
Can Drew Brees go?
No comment. I'm not gonna.
I'm just saying.
Chase Daniel's bear.
Oh yes, you are. Yes,
I heard Ben DiNucci might get a call.
Ooh, nice.
Cowboys legend Ben DiNucci. Anyway.
Yeah, I heard he might get a call. I would.
Can you confirm this? Being in the Dallas Metro Gallery?
I think honestly,
I would have given Teddy Bridgewater a call.
What's that? Did they call him?
Who?
Yeah. Denver Broncos add quarterback Ben DiNucci after Bo Nix injury. Yeah, they signed him to the practice squad.
Boom.
Let's go.
Boom.
Told you guys. Yeah.
All right.
I think you're going to see, just real quick wrap on this because you guys covered everybody. I think you're going to see a old-fashioned throwback New Orleans Saints offense kind of game. Heavy screen, little dumps like Kamara used to run, a lot of tight end usage, and every now and then you're going to get that Michael Thomas,
slant,
Cortland Sutton slant,
boy.
And that's it. And he's going to trust a lot. It's like it's going to be stripped down, but it's going to look like the Saints offense. And
Drew Brees towards the end of his career just slant.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? You're not asking him to do so much with the ball.
Yeah.
You
no,
know
I think you're exactly right, Dunkin Dad, and I don't think enough people are talking about the difference or the contrast between Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham not really being that great, and not being that much of a jump or a gap between those two. And we haven't seen enough data on Stidham, of course, but I honestly don't think the game plan changes that much. You got a dominant defense. You're going to try to put together long, sustained drives, and you're not going to take any chances. Take care of the football. It's not like anybody that they thought Bo Nix was like this world beater. No, they just asked him to drive the bus, and it's going to be the same exact approach with Stidham. So as much as that might be a boring, the sky's not really falling take, I don't think Denver's in that big of or that different of a spot.
Nah, 21, 24, like it's going to be one of those mucky, grimy kind of games.
This is where Sean Payton makes his money.
You're right. Absolutely.
You're on your contract.
Right. Yeah.
This is why he's brought in. Like, I need to see. They don't have to win the game. I mean, they would love to, but I just want to see that he gave this guy, he gave him a chance to perform and succeed. And if I think Sean Payton is one of the best coaches in the game, so therefore I think he's going to have a game plan that's going to fit all the strength of Jarrett Stidham. And I still have the Patriots winning, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Broncos pull out a victory. They're going to make it.
Yeah,
They're going to turn this game ugly. If they could get it to a 16, 13,
Yeah.
20, that type of game, 19, 17 type of game, they want that because they'll rely on their defense and special teams to try to win that game.
Yeah, Jake nailed it. If I'm Denver, I'm not worried about lining up across from the Patriots offense. I'm solid with your defense, man. Let's go.
All right, number 6. What's the concern level for CJ Stroud as he threw 4 interceptions versus the Patriots, the most since an NFL merger since 1970?
It's easy. It's like the lowest fruit on the tree.
Come on,
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, I said this.
That is 3 years in a row you win a wild card game. That's beautiful. You win a wild card game. That's beautiful. First year you were rookie, you lost in the divisional. I think they lost to Baltimore.
Ravens,
right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
cool. Second year you lose to the Chiefs. I get it. It's Pat. It's Arrowhead. I get it. But this year, with that defense, I don't care if Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz wasn't there. That all you have to do is not turn the fucking ball over.
There seems to be a theme developing.
yes.
All you have to do is not turn the freaking ball over. That defense would have won you the game. And this has got to be the most frustrating part with watching the games this weekend. You see Buffalo and all the turnovers they had. They still lost by 3 in overtime. You see all the turnovers C.J. Stroud had. That game was still a winnable game in midway through the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
C.J. Stroud, I don't know if you give him an extension now. He's got to show to me the next 2 years, year 4, and obviously you're going to pick up the 5th-year option.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very weary in giving him a 5-year extension for $250 million. That's scary to me.
There's no way you can give him a max contract. None. No way.
Jake, you do all these TSN reports for the Texans. What are your thoughts?
I was semi-joking, but obviously in hindsight, wish I would have been, pound the table serious with this take. They had a better chance of winning that game starting Davis Mills. They went 3-0 this year with Davis Mills. And I'm not saying he's the future of the franchise, but he really took care of the ball at least, which you can't say the same about CJ Stroud. No other quarterback in the history of the NFL had ever had 5 interceptions and 5 fumbles. Now, granted, they didn't lose all 5 fumbles, but put the ball in harm's way as often as CJ Stroud did. And it's not just like it's regression from here and there. It's a dramatic difference between rookie season to sophomore season to now 3rd year, where I'm with you guys. You got to think long and hard if you're Nick Caserio and that front office about the future of your franchise, because I don't think it's with CJ Stroud, to be honest.
I go by this take and I will live by this take forever. I don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks in the pro. Either if it's Art Schliessler's money. Doesn't matter if it's Bobby Hoyne, JT Barrett, or Cardell Jones. I can't trust them in the pros anyways. They're all college quarterbacks anyways. That's just me anyways. And it's also my bias. I can't stand Ohio State too. So couldn't happen. I when you look at it, it's bound to happen anyways. I feel like he's regressed the whole time. After his rookie year, like what's the ceiling? It's like above, you gotta go above that. And I feel like he's done nothing else really. So that's all right. Number 5. Get your pens out. Who's in your top 10 QBs of all time, and where's Aaron Rodgers ranked, by the way?
Gosh. Pens out.
Is he in the top 10?
It's where you put him. Depends where you put him.
1 Super Bowl?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
same number as Nick Foles. Just so
are we grading quarterbacks on Super Bowl wins,
or just in your personal opinion? Your personal opinion, who's in your top 10 quarterbacks?
I mean, he was probably. I mean, on us all, Elway.
I got him as number 8. This is mine. Brady. I got Brady, Montana, Elway, Aikman, Favre, Marino, Mahomes, Rodgers.
Nah, Rodgers is ahead of Marino.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Rodgers had that 4 MVPs in that Super Bowl puts him ahead.
Just
excuse me. Rodgers should be If Rodgers had a second title, he'll be high. He'll be a top 5 quarterback of all time.
Easily.
Multiple titles mean a lot.
What do
He
you?
has
Where
the
do you
numbers,
guys?
but not only getting to the game.
Go, Jake.
Oh, I say, where do
I'm
you
saying
put
only
guys?
getting to the title game one time.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Jake, go.
I think we got a slow internet.
Yeah, I'm
connection.
sorry. I just yeah, we got slow internet connection.
Oh no, we're good now. We're good.
We're good.
I'm just saying Rodgers is a 10 quarterback that should have been with top 5 talent and with top 5 numbers, but he's not a top 5 quarterback.
Okay.
I would say, where do you put some of the old school guys like Johnny Unitas and guys that played before that modern era? Joe Namath.
I was going by people I grew up watching, like people my age range. 33.
That's why it's so hard, because it was a different game back then.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, I think
It was
right
a different
now,
game. So I have this thing. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go.
Go ahead, Dunkin' Dad.
Go.
Oh no, go ahead, Vlad. You're good.
Vlad, go.
I think he froze. Oh,
No,
I'm
you
good.
well, no, I think a lot of these guys, like a lot of these guys with the one ring, I have this Super Bowl table. This is this imagination of a Super Bowl table, right? And on one table is all the great quarterbacks or the good quarterbacks that have won one title. So you got Nick Foles there, you got Favre's there, Aaron's there, Russell's there, Drew's there. Joe Willie and Brett Favre is controlling the table. They're just drinking and having fun. But a lot of these guys want to be in the multiple rings table. That's where Brady, Manning, Elway, Aikman, that's where all those guys want to be. Aaron Rodgers should be at that table, but he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
He is in that table with Montana. He's in that table with the Steve Youngs in the world. And that, to me, is unfortunate for him.
True. Duncan, what's your ranking?
Am I ranking?
So, I don't know.
I'm on the same page as Jake. I think we start comparing the old era to the new era. The definition of quarterback sort of changes. I mean, guys like Otto Graham, Slinging Sammy Ball, those guys, they lit it up for their time. But are they worthy to be like the best or top quarterback of all time? I think if you look at it strictly from an athletic perspective and the impact that they had, I guess, on the league and on the game themselves, I think Rodgers, he's in the top 10. He's one of the best pure passers ever. I think if you told me I had a choice between Marino or Rodgers to take me on a drive, I'd probably take Rodgers. If you told me I have a choice between Rodgers and Elway, I think I'd probably take Rodgers just by a hair, even though Elway could run, just because Rodgers seems to make those throws. And he sort of has that crazy, stupid it factor that shows up in those moments. Do I rank him in my top 5? I think you got Brady, Montana. Manning is in there, but a lot of collective stuff from Manning. I appreciate a lot what Peyton Manning did, but I just, gun to my head, Pat Mahomes or Peyton Manning, I'm probably going to take Mahomes because I've seen Mahomes just do crazy stuff. Like Manning, like he was great, cerebral, awesome. But, Rodgers, yeah, Vlad's right. One more championship, and he's in that conversation of, top 5 to 8 quarterbacks of all time.
True. All true. All right. Number 4. This is a good one since Vlad teased it. Did John Harbaugh rush into signing with the New York Giants head coach to be the next Giants head coach? Jake, I'm going to have you start. Then it's going to be Vlad. Then
Nah, go be the guy. The grass isn't always greener. If ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk. Just go be the guy. Resurrect.
I love it.
Resurrect that Giants franchise.
My uncle.
Yeah.
I love it.
What is the other one? If my Aunt Sally had balls, she'd be my uncle.
She'd be my uncle.
All right.
Yeah, no, I know it's human nature. Oh, this looks like an even better opportunity, but just, hey, you got canned by the Ravens and you've got an opportunity to go resurrect a historic franchise. I know you guys probably hate the Giants, but
I hate them more than anybody.
Yeah, they're a historic franchise, and they'll build a statue for you if you go you go take them back to the promised land. So make a decision, sign that contract, never look back. There's my motivation. How about that?
Yes, do the deal.
Rah rah.
Vlad, go.
You know what? You live in the city of New York and you're making $100 million. You can't be upset with that. And for the most part, you're probably going to have a lot of control over the organization. So I think he did the right thing, because if you went to Buffalo, you would have had to follow their general manager, who's not a president of operations. So that might have been a problem. But you would have been working with Josh Allen, though. I mean, you get them a title in that new stadium that they're going to. See, that's the other thing people didn't realize. Bills are entering a new stadium. If the fan base doesn't like what happened over the last 8 years with McDermott, and then you go in a new stadium,
they want to cleanse it first, anyways.
You got to cleanse it first. If everything's gonna be anew, make sure everything's anew.
Yep. Dunkin Dad.
Do I think he's having buyer's remorse rushing into it? I don't know. He seemed like he wanted to settle somewhere pretty quick. New York job is, still kind of the marquee job, regardless of the talent that's there. To Vlad's point, they are going to give him a lot of, autonomy. They're going to give him, basically the keys to the kingdom to do what he wants to do. And, is that what's really going to drive him in that position? I think so, because you're looking at the GM, and the GM's trying to save his own behind.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I take New York City over Buffalo.
Buyer's remorse, 100%. He should be the Bills head coach. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Nah, no way.
Really?
What would you rather work with, Jackson Dutt or Josh Allen?
I
would rather work with Josh Allen. Anyway.
I'd rather work with all those Italian restaurants, the Met Gala, Central Park.
I'm not putting up with it.
All right.
MSG, ABC, BBD.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3. Which head coach will get their programming rolling in the right direction first? Jeff Haftree with the Dolphins or Robert Saleh with the Titans, by the way?
I'm going to go with Saleh, because I think he has a quarterback. And he has a base. It's funny enough, it's almost him going to the Jets, where he had Quinnen Williams. Now he has Jeffrey Simmons. So you have a guy in the middle of your defense, and you have they have the number 3 pick in the draft. So they're going to get a defensive weapon. What they need to do is get some I need to know who his offensive coordinator is going to be.
Fourth pick, by the way.
Does he give Baby LaFleur a second chance? Because that was his offensive coordinator with the Jets. And then he had to be let go after 2 years. Seemed like he's reemerged studying under Sean McVay in LA. So whoever the offensive coordinator is, that's going to be key, because you have your number 1 guy. You have your guy in Cam Ward that you feel is going to be, not your franchise quarterback. So you have that. You definitely got to get some weapons, because they do offensively. They don't have any weapons.
Jake, who do you trust more, Jeff Haftree with the Dolphins or Robert Saleh with the Titans?
I was a big believer in Robert Saleh, but he had was dealt such a bad hand with the Jets that I think he deserves a second chance. And I took some heat for this, but everyone's saying the Texans or the Titans is such a bad job, but you've got your quarterback, you've got a ton of cap space. And what are the real expectations? I mean, I think there's a longer runway there and a longer leash, and let's see what you can do. And, I think the Titans learned their lesson of not being satisfied with what Mike Vrabel had done and letting him go too soon, to now you're kind of starting with a clean slate if you're Robert Saleh. And the first go round as a head coach obviously didn't go well. What did you learn that first round? Can you take it and be a better head coach the second round with, I think Vlad said it, a number 1 overall pick as your quarterback and a ton of cap space. So let's see it.
Dunkin Dad.
I'll go Hafley because Dolphins rudderless ship sometimes, but 19th overall against the pass, 25th overall defensive ranking, 10th against the rush. Sort of the same way Green Bay looked like when he came in there and took over. Spent 4 years at BC. Has that kind of grinding mentality in him. Jersey kid. I just think like there's more serviceable pieces on the defensive side of the ball available at Miami to see a turnaround. Now, the offensive side of the ball, I think that's where Miami is going to struggle because unlike Saleh having Cam Ward, I just don't see how you can roll out Tua again. But it's one of those situations where you commit X amount of dollars to a certain player and you're going to have to live and die with it.
Well, we're becoming Miami's becoming the
pick,
Miami Packers, so don't be shocked if Malik Willis is your bridge quarterback next year or next season.
Give me Halftree. I think there's something. I think it's gonna be something entertaining here, anyways, in a good and a bad way. So we have stuff to cover. Am I right, Vlad?
It'll be great that we don't have to cut up 2-minute answers anymore for one question. That's gonna be great.
You mean or 4-minute answers too? It depends
4-minute answers.
All right. Rank the head coaching jobs available currently. Bills, Ravens, Raiders, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals. And also, where will Sean McDermott land if you had to choose out of these jobs?
Where will McDermott land?
I'm gonna rank the head coaching jobs available.
Okay.
And where do you think McDermott will land?
Can you give me can I this is like the spelling bee.
Bills.
No, I got it.
Can you use this in a sentence?
I'm gonna start.
Go ahead, Vlad.
Okay. The best job still available is definitely Baltimore.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
The worst job available is Cleveland.
Legendary.
But the job I would oh man. See, the thing about the Pittsburgh job is the stability is great, but they got no talent.
Or quarterback.
They got no quarterback. Yeah, Baltimore is the best job available because you got a quarterback. The worst job is only Cleveland because it's the Cleveland Browns. Arizona doesn't have a quarterback, and Vegas doesn't. Well, Vegas, they're taking Mendoza, but do you want to go into Vegas? And yeah, I would go with Baltimore being the best job available.
Jake.
I'm looking going up and down, and I look at that Raiders one and just kind of laugh out loud because let's do process of elimination here. We know it's not the Raiders. We know it's not the Browns. I think it's Baltimore. We had the same discussion on the fan on Saturday, and it does kind of depend on your perspective with things because that's where I was making the case. Like, look at that time, Tennessee hadn't hired Saleh yet. And look at the opportunity there. If you see, if you're kind of have that entrepreneurial mindset of, oh, wow, look what I could do here and the opportunity here, then I still think there's an element of that with Baltimore because you've got Lamar Jackson. So because Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, the stability of the organization, I'll say Baltimore is the best job available.
Where do you think McDermott's going to go out of these jobs available? Not named Buffalo.
Baltimore.
Vlad.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I think Baltimore might be the move. I would have said Pittsburgh, but it seems like Brian Flores or McCarthy might get that gig. So, what was the problem with Baltimore last season? Their defense was not Ravens' defense.
Right.
They weren't.
No.
They lost. They lost their identity. So, do you bring in Sean McDermott to bring back that identity? That might happen. McDermott to Baltimore.
Am I the only one I want to see him go to the Raiders, Sean McDermott? But I know he won't go there because he wants to go to like the top jobs. But
now you got to go to the best job available.
Yeah. I know. I think him going.
You got to stick it to the Bills for letting you go.
Yeah.
I just want to go to the Raiders because you look cool in silver and black, and he has a quarterback. He gets to draft a quarterback. That's why. That's just me. If he goes to the Ravens, I think that'll be entertaining, and plus that defense will actually play like a Raven, not like the past couple of years anyway.
So here's the funny thing. So if whatever job Sean McDermott is going to, Daboll doesn't get a job. Does Daboll go become his offensive coordinator in whatever new place he goes to?
I think so. Unless he goes to
I know
Philadelphia.
you want him to go to Philadelphia. You're probably getting Mike McDaniel though, Dunkin. Dad. So
hey.
you're probably gonna.
It's not
You're
bad.
probably
I'm
gonna.
good with
You're
that.
gonna get somebody. But
Yep.
some of these guys still want to be a head coach.
Yeah.
I'd
I
like
think
to see.
if it's Daboll and McDermott in Baltimore, I think that'll be entertaining. I want to see what Daboll could do with Lamar Jackson. Learn how to be a pocket passer at least.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Number 1. Give me your Super Bowl matchup. Dunkin Dad, you'll start.
Okay, I'm going to start. It's good for me. Good for me. It's hard to bet against the Seahawks at this moment, and it plays into that color scheme thing at the bottom. The green in there, right? Goodness gracious. No, I don't know, man. Like I want to take the Rams just because I don't feel as if they will be offensively out of the game. It's going to take something really monumental for Seattle to keep pace with them. I know they had some really close games, but this seems like one of those McVay, I'm on a mission, and everything and anything is available to me. Like kitchen sink, reverse plays, motion, movement. We're just going to score, and we're going to keep on scoring, and we're going to keep on scoring. And if our defense gives up 35 points, well, we're going to score 42. Give me the Rams going in there, handling their business. Plus, I trust the maturity of Matthew Stafford in this game. I do. It's not a big game for him, I like the little homage at the beginning where he hugs the daughters and gives them all a high five, and Jake's favorite NFL spouse is there supporting him in her matching number 9 black leather coat down to her feet.
Just as long as Matthew Stafford's children get booed, that's all I want.
Welcome to the 12.
You better keep the backup quarterback away from her.
Yeah, that's a great point, Vlad. Great point.
That's our boy, man. That's Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy?
Oh, it's Jimmy. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo? It's porno
Yeah,
Jimmy?
baby. What's
Jimmy
up, Jimmy?
Porno?
He's handsome.
He's a handsome guy. He's got that cleft jaw thing going on.
And
I think
Give me your AFC pick, please.
I'm going to go with Denver. I'm going to go with Denver.
Okay.
I think they keep it simple, stupid, and they win.
Jake, quick.
Denver against the Rams, unfortunately.
Vlad.
Rams Broncos. I think Sean Payton pulls out a victory. He can figure out a way to get one win in the conference championship, and I think this is Matthew Stafford's legacy season right now. I think he's going to win the MVP. I think he leads his team to the Super Bowl and he wins Super Bowl MVP. So I'm going with the Rams against the Broncos.
Rams Patriots. Give me that one.
And here's the other thing: does anybody still believe in Sam Darnold? That laugh, the pause and the laugh tells you everything.
The Jets would like to have him back right now, anyways.
I mean,
I will say,
if you give me an offensive coordinator, that if you're going to give me Kubiak with him, yeah.
Let me defend Sam Darnold for a sec, because we always move the goalpost back with him, and I'm guilty of it too. Oh, he can't win the big regular season game.
He
in
did
the winter.
finally.
Yeah, he finally. That's what I mean. He did in the winner take all NFC West
Did
game.
he really win it?
13-3. I mean, well,
but I'm saying
that's
team
what we do.
won it.
Yeah,
Did he really win it?
Right. I mean, you can cherry pick that all. You could do the same as long as NFL hits for as long as we've been talking about quarterbacks that need to prove it. And I just, that kind of matches up with my argument that everybody just wants to move the goalpost back with him. Like, is he going to go out there and throw for 5 touchdowns? No. But if the idea is to win a game and move on, Sam Darnold and his career has not been able to do that until this year. So the guy deserves some credit for being the quarterback of the team that is playing for a trip to the Super Bowl.
Yep. Plus, he's finally learned to be a quarterback under a real offensive coordinator the past 2 years, learning from Kevin O'Connell and now Clint Kubiak. And also sitting behind Brock Purdy under Kyle Shanahan. Look at those 3 spots. Helped him out a lot anyways. All right. Who's back of the week? Quickly, please.
Turnovers, baby.
All right, Jake.
Nail polish remover. Suck it, Caleb Williams.
Yes. I was waiting all show for that.
Vlad, who's back of the week?
Oh man, it's easy. CJ, man. CJ Stroud.
All right, thoughts on the national title game, by the way.
Oh, how much
Boring
time do we have?
first half, great second half, great game. Carson Beck has a noodle of an arm. He has a linguine arm, and
Worse than Ken Dorsey.
yeah, you know what? Somebody made a comment on the show today. It's sad that Hard Rock Stadium have 2 weak armed quarterbacks that plays there every week because
Ooh,
it's
ouch.
true. Tua and Carson Beck pretty much have the same arm. Dude,
like
it's for this sport. If you don't got the guy behind center, you're not gonna win. They had a guy behind center that they can trust to make the throws and also run 5 yards and make a play for a touchdown. And Carson Beck wasn't able to do it. That defense of the Canes is great, but I mean Indiana, they went 16-0. Signetti, it was a great. It was a very good game, and props to Indiana, man.
Jake,
I'm glad you wrapped it up that way. The Hoosiers are the best story in sports, the best story in some time. 16-0. Signetti did it his way. He bet on himself. I mean, the history behind all of it, to leave a comfy assistant coaching's job making 6 figures, probably north of 500 grand on Nick Saban's staff at Alabama, just right off into the sunset. And he said, I want to be a head coach. He went down to Division II football. Then he took a job at Elon, then went to James Madison. He's just won wherever he's gone. And cherry on top, 16-0 national championship at Indiana, previously the all-time losingest school in the history of college football. So you can't say enough good things about Indiana. Fitting ending with Fernando Mendoza leaping into the end zone. Credit to Miami because, that could have been the end of it, but Miami went down and scored, obviously. So it really, I think this college football season had it all. And I've been really vocal about the landscape of college athletics, the slippery slope where we've gone as what college athletics are. But at the end of the day, the product on the field, and there's still the excitement that looms with that every single year. I hope somebody steps in and fixes the madness that is the transfer portal, NIL, revenue sharing, and everything else. There needs to be more guardrails. There needs to be the parameters put in place to avoid the stupidest things like that we have going on in college football. But last night was a reminder of how great the sport can be.
I will say this. The best part about the Canes post-game show, we had Danny Boy Kane from Barstool call in. That's probably my favorite thing we ever had for a Canes post-game show, and his belief in the Canes. I'll say this, Vlad, you've been down here forever, and I've been down here for about 4 years. The locals care about the Canes more than the Dolphins, anyways. We could say that.
I've been telling people that for the longest, guys, because the Canes, they love high school football.
Yes.
So these players that go to the University of Miami, they already known about these kids because they probably watched them play in high school, followed them the whole nine. So there is a bond with those players, a familiarity that they love. They don't get that with the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? They don't get that with the Dolphins. So that's why there's a lot of love with the Canes and their fan base. And that's why you heard me tell them, relax, calm down. Start talking your trash after you win. Don't talk your trash as if you're back, because until you win, you're not really back.
True. That's very
back up.
true. That is very, very true. I'll say that. And unfortunately, I found a way. I think Mendoza's in his Tebow era, and I'm personally not a fan of that already. I found a way to hate him.
All right, guys. All right. Now, I love Mendoza, but all right, can we be honest here?
Yeah, we can be honest here.
Is he on the spectrum?
Is he on the spectrum? Yeah.
I think he's one of those kids
he does.
I think you with those kids that went to church and has everything nice, and you were raised in one of those households.
Yeah.
You can't break it anyways.
Dude, you look like if Colt McCoy and Tim Tebow had a baby the way he was talking after the game, bro. It's ridiculous.
He is 100% dialed in on that persona. And I don't think it's fake. I think that's just who he is. He's that guy. He's that sunshine, rainbows. There's going to be trial and tribulation, but blah, blah, blah. Like he's just that guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not qualified to diagnose if anybody's on the spectrum. So
I'm just
I'll leave it
asking.
there.
Jake,
I don't play.
Yeah, I think
I can't figure it out either, so I'm not
I
going to
think
go
he's authentic and it's refreshing. There's an element of charm, charisma, humor. I mean, I'll say this: I'd rather that than some of the alternatives of guys that say the same thing over and over again, or guys that can't talk and articulate their thoughts. So,
Look, I don't want to hurt the guy. I mean, I'm a Canes fan, so I might be hurt. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm not trying to. I love the guy. I mean, put it this way, and you know who I blame this? I blame this on Holly Rowe because it was cheese. Like he was Mendoza was just it was Parmesan cheese the way he was just cheesing it. And it's like, and I'm like, I'm getting sick and tired of it because now you're making me want to hate him. But she knew it, so she kept on asking him more questions, and he was getting more cheesy. And I'm like, come on, man.
Welcome to my world. I found a way to hate Tim Tebow, and Mendoza's about to make me do that 15 years later.
God.
All right, guess the lines. Championship weekend. 2 games left of football, by the way, guys. 2 games left. All right. Patriots, Broncos, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm going to get – oh, before we get that, Vlad, I need your Hall of Fame class. I'm going to say the names and say yes or no, okay?
Okay.
Let's be quick. Willie Anderson.
Yes.
Drew Brees.
Yes.
Jari Evans.
No.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Frank Gore.
I say yes.
Good answer.
He
Torrey
can't be the
Holt.
third leading rusher and not be in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Torrey Holt.
I personally think yes.
Luke Kuechly.
Yes, but he's not to me, he's not a first ballot though.
Okay. Eli Manning. Tread lightly here.
Hey man, you say what you want about Eli. He's at that table. He's at that table. He's at that table, and when he's at that table and Brady's at the head of the table, Brady can't look at him and say shh to him. You know why? I stopped your perfect season, and I stopped you from winning another one. I got 2 over you. Eli is a definite Hall of Famer.
Is he getting in this class, though?
I think he gets in with this class because I think that last name means too much.
The Manning family mafia back at it again.
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy. Eagles Hall of Famer. Yes.
See, here's the problem with Shady. Shady got 2 rings, but Shady wasn't a main person in those 2 rings. He got
He was inactive.
yeah, he got that Steve Smith he got that Steve Smith ring. Like, Shady's Hall of maybe.
Marquise Pouncey.
No, good, but a good player.
T Sizzle.
Not a first ballot, but he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Adam Vinatieri.
Yes.
Reggie Wayne.
No, because Torrey deserves to get there before him.
Okay. Kevin Williams.
Wait, Kevin, is that the defensive tackle? Yeah, no,
Yes.
he's good, but no. From the Vikings,
Darren
no.
Woodson. Darren
Yes.
Woodson.
You know I'm a big Darren Woodson guy.
Good answer. Good answer. At least we'll have the Dallas vote in our whenever to do regular.
But I don't think Jason Witten gets in.
Okay. That's my next question. As Jason Witten. Okay.
I know. I mean, I see you were going alphabetical. I don't think Witten gets in. I think if there's one Cowboy that should be in, it's Woodson over Witten.
Marshall Yonda.
He was a good player. No.
Okay. That is Vlad's Hall of Fame class for 2026 anyway. So we'll see later during the honors week. We'll see if we're right or not. We were 3 for 4 last year. So no pressure,
okay.
guys. No pressure, guys. No pressure. All right. Guess the lines. Championship weekend. Patriots, Broncos, 3 o'clock. Dunkin Dad start.
Man.
Or Vlad. Someone start. Or I'll start. I'll say Patriots by. I think Patriots are a 6-point favorite here.
Wow.
No, I'll go Broncos 2.5.
I'd go Patriots 3.5.
Jake.
Yeah, I think the books are going to favor the Patriots with Jarrett Stidham starting, even though that goes against what I was saying. So I'm trying to think like the odds makers right here. I'll say Patriots 1.5.
Yeah, it's not gonna be big.
5.5 Patriots.
5.5.
Yes, 41.5 is your over under, by the way.
Smash that like
wow.
button. Wow. What? You're right, Jake. Holy cow. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
That is
Huge
huge.
number.
Huge number. Plus
Huge.
minus 280 on the money line for the Patriots, by the way. Plus 210 on the money line for the Broncos. Spread lightly here. All right. Late slate, 6:30. Rams Seahawks round 3. Who's ready for it?
Seahawks 2.5.
All righty.
Seahawks
Jake.
1.5 at home.
Point and a
Yeah,
half.
I think they'll get 3.5 at home.
Good call. Good call.
I'm gonna say 3 Seahawks, but I like the Rams in this game. 2.5 for the Seahawks. Over under 47.5. Minus 155
Bingo.
on the money line for the Seahawks. Plus 130 on the money line for the Rams, by the way. So, all right, guys. It is. We have one more game. It is the Super Bowl. Jake, what's going on at Fan University? You guys are doing a stellar show on the weekends on Saturday. I'll say that for sure. When
I
I'm driving to the
appreciate
gym.
that. Big Saturday. Texas Rangers Fan Fest. So
Let's
we're
go.
Nice.
broadcasting live at Globe Life Field, the home plate suite. It is a really sick setup. I just wish there was more to be excited about around the Texas Rangers, other than trading or letting all of your good players go. We're retooling. How about that? The Skip Schumacher era.
Oh,
Let's go
right.
shoe.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
he was a former one of your guys. Led
Marlins.
the Miami Marlins to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
That's
have the
right.
Marlins flagship?
Vlad.
No,
No.
we don't. No, we don't.
We do not. But I'll say
We
this:
used to back in the days, but we don't.
back in the day, yes, not anymore. But
Not anymore.
I want to see what Skip Schumacher is going to do if an organization has money that wants to spend, and see what he could do with a real roster. Jake,
Well, you might have to wait a little bit longer to see that.
hey, it's a better franchise than the Miami Marlins. I'll say that for sure. At least people will show up for the games. At least
Yeah, that's true.
that's true. Vlad, what's going on? We're going to Tobin and Leroy this week, anyways.
We're probably gonna obviously the Heat are on the West Coast. Panthers. That was a great fight between Bob and San Jose
Bob!
Sharks goalie. That was the greatest thing we've seen yesterday because it was a bad day in South Florida sports. Every team lost.
Only in Miami.
Probably gonna hear a lot of transfer portal news in the next 3 or 4 days because Indiana and Miami only got 3 days to deal with the transfer portal, and just get ready for this conference championship weekend.
That is true. That is true. Dunkin Dad, I'll see you later this week.
We'll see you later this week. Be
We'll see
good.
you Be good. Be well. Take care, guys. Enjoy conference championship weekend.